Hello everyone, welcome back to Amy and Jody's channel. This is Jody.
I'm Amy. So we are now in February. So Jody, what is the biggest day in February?
Obviously, it's the Valentine's Day.
Although Valentine's Day is approaching, today we would like to talk about something about breakup.
Wow, yeah. So we want to do something different from everybody. We're gonna share some of our painful experiences.
Yep. And also we would like to show you some personal tips about how to get over breakups scientifically and effectively.
Exactly. Okay, let's begin.
So during the first stage of breaking up, I think personally, I experienced so many types of negative feelings.
Yeah.
And those feelings include anger, grieving, disappointment, regrets, confusions.
Yes, and also a lot of uncertainties as well.
Yes, exactly.
Amy, what's gonna be the triggers of these emotions?
I'll take myself as an example. So in Chinese, we have a term to describe a certain emotion called 不甘心. So I can't find the exact interpretation that to English. So that includes a bit of regrets, a bit of a grudge, a bit of anger, and also some grieving into it. So that means, so for me personally, I think in my previous relationship, so I think I was in the lower position of the relationship. I think he was holding the higher stage of the relationship, so he makes the demands. So when the relationship comes to an end, I was like, wow, as if I lost the battle.
Wow, you lost the war.
Yeah, I lost the war. And then I think for a really strong feeling that I would like to go back to the scene and do the battle again in order to win. I think
you didn't feel you performed well.
I didn't perform well and I didn't win the war. And then I would like to travel back to that scene to make the battle again to come to a closure. Yeah, I a lot of anxiety, a lot of inner angers, a lot of grudge that I was holding during the first stage of breaking up. So Jody,
I can feel that sometimes.
Yeah. So what would be your most significant negative feelings and what was the reason behind it?
Yes, I remembered like in my previous relationship, I'm a planner.
Yep.
So I like to plan the future. When I was with someone, even not a very long time, I already planned the future for both of us. So, after 1 year of the relationship, I have to plan for our kids, what houses to buy, and where to live, all these things. So when the relationship finished, I feel like my future has been taken away too.
Yep.
So under that situation, I feel like a lot of uncertainties and also like doubt of myself because I didn't do it well. I feel I've ruined my future. My expectation is not fulfilled. I feel strong disappointment for myself, for the other person, and for the future as well.
I think the first stage to recover from breaking up is to acknowledge those negative feelings.
Yeah.
So I personally wouldn't fight against any of those feelings. So if I was in grief, I let myself in grief. So if I was holding a grudge, I let myself to experience that energy.
Yeah, exactly. Don't worry about like you are not like yourself. You're a crazy person, or you crying all the time and you look ugly all the time and you don't want to eat, you cannot sleep, because you are under all this kind of emotion. It's quite reasonable. Like everybody has been through that, right?
Yeah. So it has been, like Jody says, really overwhelming feelings. I actually took a few days of annual leave from my company.
That's really good idea.
Yeah, because I actually told my manager that, this is the situation and I've been really unwell because of this breakup and I need a few days to reset.
Yeah, I heard you say actually your whole body is aching.
Yes, absolutely.
That right?
It was really painful. Literally, my every single muscle, my brain, my body, my legs, like my back, it's really sore. It's like, it's so painful. Yeah, literally.
You just have to admit you are sick.
Yes.
This is not from a real sickness, like it's from a disease, but it's from your emotion.
Yes, yes.
Mentally, you are sick because some of this news is too shock. You need time to digest it.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. I actually respect myself for having the pain. I think the loss of someone you have loved before is something significant, even though, you know, some people can say, oh, you know, it's just a relationship, you get another one. But at that time, in that particular moment, I respect that I was really sad and then really painful. Yeah.
So don't feel guilty about being emotional. I know in now the society keep telling us you need to be stable,
you need to be strong,
you need to be reliable. Too much emotion is not good for you, not good for the people around you. So don't worry about all of that.
Yeah, so I think that during the first stage, we don't discriminate ourselves for having those feelings and emotions.
People around you, if they really know you, they love you, they will understand. They will accept what you are. And they will also help you to get out of that situation too. So don't worry about like what people think. You just have to
be you.
Yeah, you just have to be honest to yourself.
When we have energy to start talking about it, not afraid of mentioning it, we'll go through the next stage, which is releasing all those negative feelings.
Yes.
For example, Jodie and I have a little personal tips of writing each negative things line by line about our ex. So for example, I maintain a list in my iPhone that I have written 20 lines of his weaknesses.
Wow, I think I made more than 20.
Okay, how many do you have?
For one person, I did around 30, and another one probably around 20. Yes.
Okay, great.
I got like maybe a couple different versions. Yes.
So by having this list in the very early stage of breaking up, it actually helps me to pull me back from that relationship, because as when I was breaking up, you know, like in the early stage, I was really feeling grief. So I was really in the urge to, you know, to go back to that person. But the other self, which is saying objectively that, you know, that you don't go back to that person, you know, it's not right for you, it's not healthy. But by maintaining the weaknesses of my ex, actually, I have something in my hand to remind me, oh, that's why he didn't do well. That's why I don't like the communication. Or that's why I don't like how he does things that way. But for 20 lines of that, after that, you're really gonna talk to yourself, oh, that's the reason why you left that person. And then don't run back to that person. During the early stage of breaking up, your mind probably not really focused. So you probably wouldn't come up with 20 weaknesses in one go.
Yeah,
but it doesn't matter.
That's right.
You can think of one or two and then start writing on it. Our principle is, no matter how small the weaknesses, if it annoyed you before, write it down.
Exactly.
And then if you can put 2 one day and then probably put another 5 the next day, and then this list to start building up, and you start having those weaknesses in front of you, and you can start saying, oh shit, okay, all those weaknesses reminding you how bad that person is, right?
Exactly. So, you know, when you look at the list, it keeps telling you, right, you made the right decision. This person doesn't deserve you. You know, you deserve a much better person than this one. So I remember, like, I write some really ridiculously small things and some things.
I have some more as well.
Right.
Yeah.
When you recovered from the emotion, you go back to look at the list. Sometimes it's
hilarious.
Quite funny. Yes, it's quite funny. Do you want to mention one of it?
Okay.
Like one of it, you told me, I just feel
yeah. So I'll give you 2 then.
Okay.
First, he's getting fat.
Yes, exactly. You know, the figure management, we lost the interest.
Exactly. And number 2, he snored.
Oh my God.
So I couldn't sleep because he was all constantly snoring.
Exactly. How annoying it is. Very good. Very good. Well done, Amy. Yeah. What I write down is he doesn't have a proper eating manner. So when he was eating, too noisy.
Oh my God, that is bad.
But like when we're in the relationship, I feel I can accept that. It's just very small part of the person, you know. Think about the good part of him. But when we broke up, I just feel like, you know, I don't have to bear with it. I can find a person with a good manner. right?
Exactly.
And you can go to them and talk about the negative part of this person. The breakup, people still trying to maintain the decency of not telling the bad things of the other person, right? But my suggestion is don't worry about that at this stage. You know, you are unhappy because of the person not good enough. Why do I need to bear with that for the rest of my life? It's
Exactly.
unfair for me.
Exactly. And my ex didn't really do exercises. So
Wow.
I think, well, you know, as you're getting older,
Yes.
I think you need a bit of exercise to keep yourself in shape.
Yes, yes.
So
And then
he's not-
he's gonna look much, much older than you.
Yep. Who wants that?
This person doesn't deserve a decent you because they didn't do the decent things to you. How come you need to pay back with the decency, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah, don't worry about that. Just like whatever you want to talk about it.
Exactly.
After like, no matter how many times you want to talk about it, if you trust a friend, go for it. Because as a friend, no matter how many times Amy talk about that, I would
Yep.
like to be by her side. So, you know, the more times you're talking about that, the quicker your emotion can be accepted or released.
Yeah. I think I read about a research saying actually female is recovering faster than male from a breakup. I think the reason is because as women, we'd like to share.
Yes.
We like to share with our trusted friends. I think the more you share with your trusted friend, the less anger, less stress you carry on with yourself. I think Jody mentioned really well, if that person is that decent,
How come you're not together anymore?
Exactly. You wouldn't be experiencing a breakup if that person is so good, is so decent.
How come they break your heart?
Exactly. So the reason why they break your heart is because they're not that decent.
Yes.
So it is okay for you to talk privately with your trusted friends, with yourself about negative things about that person, because that helps you to get over it.
Exactly. Try it. It's definitely helpful.
After you have released all the negative feelings like grieving, angers, disappointments, so now it's actually the time of observe the relationship from an objective point of view, and hopefully you'll learn something about yourself from it.
Yes. Do you release some of the negative emotions? You probably can able to think logically, you know, put yourself together.
Gather your thoughts, put your focus back.
Yes.
Yep. So Jody, so what do you use in this stage of time to put your thoughts back?
There's a really helpful mindset
Yep.
for me because I read a book. It's actually called Mindset.
Yep.
It's telling you, you know, two different of people. One people think the world is fixed, so they have a fixed mindset. Another type of people, they have a growing mindset. People with the fixed mindset, they don't like change. They don't like challenges. They think changes are the bad thing because change causes uncertainties. For example, broke up with someone is a big change in their life. So when they have a fixed mindset, they think about a lot of negative things from this change because they hate the change. They cannot face the situation and quickly move on. So for if you have a growing mindset, the changes have the emotional shock.
Yes, indeed.
But at the meantime, it brings new opportunities. It's gonna help you to turn in that negative situation into opportunities. Please help yourself to build up your growing mindset. When I broke up with the person, I already have a future planned with.
Yep.
But at the meantime, I can have a different future
With a different man.
with different men or just with myself. I feel like I got more freedom.
Yep.
No matter where I am, I can just be myself. I can just dedicate all my time to myself, or I can find another person with totally different lifestyle. We can create a totally different life together, which is new for me and which could be even better.
Great.
Yes.
So for me, my resorts are audiobook and TED Talk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So firstly, I learned about this guy called Dr. Guy Winch. So he has a TED Talk called How to Fix a Broken Heart.
Oh, really? That's exactly what we need.
Exactly. Yeah, that's just word for word, literally. And also the audiobook is also called How to Fix a Broken Heart.
Oh, wow. I'd like to hear what's about that.
Yeah, so Dr. Guy Winch, so he has his collections because he's a psychologist. So he has the clients, he has all the collections of those case studies of, people who suffer from breakups and grievings.
Yep.
Not only breakups, but something about, lost someone you love or your dog or something like that. So all those case studies. So selfishly, by going through all those case studies, I learned that my breakup was actually a very light one.
Right.
So it was not really long relationship.
Not the worst.
Yeah, not the worst, exactly. So selfishly, I actually compare myself to all those, other people's pains. So I realized that it's a universal pain, first of all.
Exactly. You're not alone.
You're not alone. I was not alone. And second of all, my pain was actually from 1 to 10, I think my pain was probably at 5 or 6 in comparison to those ones who has probably 9 or 10.
Yeah.
So that way you learn that you're not the only one in this universe who suffer from breakups. And then there's certain techniques that he brings up to you or, to the audiences, to deal with the pain. And then second of all, I had a therapist. So so I actually went to see a professional psychologist in order to get over with my negative feelings. So I would strongly recommend, if you do suffer from breakups in a really severe level, I think seeking professional help is one of the best ways I would recommend. I think some of us may have this fear that seeking a professional help through a therapist means, I was probably psychologically disturbed or something like that, or something wrong with my mind. So I think I will strongly encourage you to seek for professional help. Not only the psychologist actually has given me some advice on this breakup, and also she has given me some tips about how to actually maintain a great relationship with my parents. And because that's the origin of who I am, and because of the original family, you probably carry something, not because it's bad thing, but that you carry something as your personal trait to your personal life and also your relationship. And sometimes the relationship doesn't work is not because you're bad, but because probably it's not compatible, because you carry these traits and the other one probably wouldn't be compatible with that trait. So I think therapy helps me as well, on top of the audiobook.
So as Amy said, we are from our families, right? We all carried our family values, behaviors, personalities.
There is a reason that you become you.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
So if you got some people, they are professional and they can help you to understand your personality more, understand your mindset more, which is gonna be really helpful. So don't be shy to get this professional support. Don't just try to handle that by yourself. Now, if you do need help, please make sure you go to the professions.
Then after all those jazz, finally, we would like to talk about how we embrace the brighter future of the new life. So for me, I recently started doing Pilates and meditation. So I think meditation is one of the best gifts I have ever learned in the past 6 months. So by doing that, I actually can pull all the thoughts back to myself and focus on myself and maintain the tranquility of my mind.
That's really nice. I think I should start doing that too.
Nice.
Because I can see the change on you.
Nice.
Because Amy is already an energetic girl, but I know in the last couple months, she's been through this breakup stage. So when she started meditation, personally, I feel she called me less. I think it must be something helped her, right? I think probably meditation is one of it. For myself, when I got more energy, I'm more stable with my emotions. And then I start to going out more. With my friend. Great. I normally going out, to be more social. You can meet up with old friends, and you can also get to know a lot of new friends, exploring your network, which also helps you to get out of these negative emotions. So when your world is getting bigger, you knowing more person, you're chatting with them, knowing of their stories. I feel like I start a new life already. So it's really helpful for me to move on.
Great. I think our idea is just to explore new opportunities, connecting with old and new friends, and starting your possible hobbies and upgrade your energies. Once you have more energies, you will be able to do more things. When you do more things, you start connecting more to the world, and then you can obtain more inspiration by doing the new things.
I agree. What I feel like is I broke up, I take a little bit of time to recover, and then I feel myself actually in an even better situation. So I can become more confident, and I understand I already moved on from a bad relationship which doesn't suit me. And even for Amy, I can feel like she's getting prettier. She was was working out a lot, and her figure getting even better. So I feel like until the third stage of breakup, you actually become a better person. You can be more attractive. So just be confident. Everybody been through the bad situation, and you can definitely be a better you after it.
Exactly. I strongly agree with Jodie's idea of this breakup is actually an opportunity for me to grow into a better version of myself.
Yeah. Okay, think about that. If you accidentally bump into your ex, someday on the road, occasionally, and you are a better person, you look better, you are even more confident, I think they will have
they will have a bad day.
Yeah, they will have a bad day. They will rethink about their decisions, and then well done, girl.
Well done, girl. Well done, Jodie. Yeah. Okay. We know that it could be a very tough situation to go through.
Yes.
And then we are here because so we know it has been a really tough experience for me to go through, and the reason why we did this video is because we want to tell you that you are not alone, and we are here.
Yeah, we've been there too.
Yes.
Even though we talked about a lot of these broken up situation and a lot of methodologies, we still wish you have a really nice Valentine's Day.
If you have someone to celebrate with, but if you don't have someone to celebrate with, you have us.
Yes, and yourself. Just be with yourself. Yourself can be your best Valentine.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Yes, just the way you are. This is all for today. Hope you enjoyed it.
If you do enjoy our video, please feel free to leave us a comment, give us a thumbs up, and subscribe to our channel.
Yes. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.